Hi, welcome to the Coaching Couch Couchcast. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you some instant tips now to remotely manage your remote team members. At the time of recording, we are in lockdown in the UK due to the pandemic, and a lot of managers and business owners are now faced with supporting their teams remotely for the first time. And in this video, I'm going to give you some instant tips how to actually support your team during this crisis and ensure that they are highly productive. So for you that don't know me, my name is Simon. I've got a background in IT, digital transformation, process and business improvement. I am the creator of lots of project management and management models for improving businesses, and also several forthcoming books. My company is called The Coaching Couch, which provides training, life coaching and online training and coaching programs. And I also run in Chester something called the Alpha Group, which is a worldwide organisation which takes business owners out of their businesses for 1 day a month. And sticking around with other business owners, we build strategic plans to take that business forward and interact using our tried and tested mastermind sessions where business owners can present their problems for the group to solve and give ideas about. Back to today, the challenge we are now facing is that the lockdown has meant that many businesses and teams have had to start working from home. This can be a challenge for many managers, as this is probably the first time they've managed remote teams, and it does require a different approach of managing people in an office environment. So here are my top tips to help you through. The first thing is that we need to focus on our role as leaders and not just management. Now's the time of leaders, and leaders provide direction, and more than ever your staff will need direction, they will need communicating to, and they will need a little bit more TLC on what you normally provide them. So this time we have a duty of care to our staff, whether they're working from home or whether they're working in the office in a controlled environment. It's a tough time and a worrying time for many people out there, and we need more than ever to focus on our staff's mental health and well-being, making sure that we are being a caring manager, a caring leader, making sure that they have what they need to operate, making sure that their home office is set up in the best way it can be and that reasonable adjustments are made. Now, it is a challenge right now because you can't furnish your staff with desks and office chairs and all the equipment they may need for satisfactory display screen equipment checklist within the office. But you can encourage them to make reasonable adjustments. So if their screens need raising, maybe they need to put onto a few books or yellow pages or whatever that might be to get to the right height. Where you can do, make sure that they've got the equipment they need, maybe laptops and so on, and encourage them to adopt a daily routine which gets a work-life balance right. Right now it's so tempting at home to be online all day, to be working, to be having lunch at our desks. Same rules in the office as at home, is getting our work-life balance right and making sure that we are taking regular breaks, we are taking a break from the screen to make sure that our eyes don't get too tired, making sure we move away from the desk at lunchtime. And also for those staff who might be furloughed during this time and not actively working for your business, again, it's so important to make contact with these staff as they've probably got more time than anybody else to worry. So check in with them regularly, not every day like your active staff, but maybe once a week, just to make sure those staff are okay and they don't have any issues. The next thing is to think about flexibility. On the last slide I talked about, having some sort of routine, having some sort of set office hours to get that work-life and balance right. You also need to realise that these people are working from home as well, and they will have other demands around them, maybe childcare issues because the children are no longer going to school, maybe issues with pets and the needing to take your cats and dogs out. So what we need to do is make sure that we are flexible on our approach to maybe the hours they work, if possible. and also focus on staff productivity rather than presence. So it's not about being seen online, it's more about actually working through their tasks and making sure they are being productive. Communication is a massive word at the moment. You need to make sure that you're in regular communication with your staff. I suggest that you check in with your staff daily and what's called a stand-up, which I will explain later in this video. But also, did you just keep them informed by email, by one-to-one calls, by group calls when you have news about anything which is changing? Things are constantly changing at the moment, and what you don't want is your staff sitting there worried. Make sure they're informed, and being informed makes them feel supported. Tools we can do this. Microsoft Teams is a great tool, also with Skype. A lot of people are using Zoom, GoToMeeting, Cisco WebEx, and Google Meet, which is part of Google Hangouts, are all online tools which you can use to run meetings with one or more members of staff. Also think about document sharing. If your team members need to share documents, need to share spreadsheets, Word documents, graphics, whatever that might be, just bear in mind that they might or might not have access to your company servers. So is there a way you can effectively share documents with those staff, or the documents shared via some sort of file repository like Google Drive or Microsoft Office 365, SharePoint, so on. So make sure you've got some way of securing documents securely with your staff members, and make sure that those staff members actually feed those documents back to you. So if they do need to go off sick, you've still got access to the documents they're working on, and somebody else can pick up their work. Task management, very important also, is to make sure that your staff know what they need to do and when they need to do it. I recommend some sort of visual task management. And probably the easiest way to do this is using a technique called Kanban. Kanban was born out of lean systems thinking from the Toyota group when they were introducing lean systems methodology into their production lines to make cars. It's now very well adopted by the software development community, and basically it's just a way of tracking cards or posting notes through a process. Some very good Kanban tools out there, because obviously you're going to need this virtually, because you can't all stand around the office board with the post-it notes on there. So probably the easiest one to implement is Trello. Trello, you can have multiple boards. So you could have one for your finance department, and you could have one for your marketing team, and you can create up to 10 boards per team. So even on the free version, it's very scalable for what you need right now. You can look at alternatives such as Jira, Asana, and Monday, which all have various pricing models, and you could, of course, go for a paid version of Trello to unlock those restrictions. But for most small businesses, for most small to medium-sized enterprises, Trello should be more than enough for what you need right now. So my advice is to head over to Trello, sign up for a free account, set up different boards for different teams, maybe just have a to-do, doing, done, and start putting all your tasks into the to-do list, and then we can use these lists to facilitate our daily stand-ups. So what is a daily stand-up? A daily stand-up is simply a short meeting where you ask your team members for updates using 3 questions. The 3 questions that you ask your team is: what did you do yesterday? What are you doing today? And what issues and impediments do you have? And this way you will ensure that your Kanban board on Trello or whatever software you are using is kept up to date, so there's a visual representation of what items are to be done, what items are in progress, and what items are completed. But for issues and impediments, we don't actually sort those issues out during the meeting. What we will normally do is to record those on a new card and put it into the to-do list to be resolved after the meeting. Following the meeting, you will then organise a start and finish team to resolve those issues, and then you can get a further update on the progress of those in the next daily stand-up. One-to-one check-ins are also very important, as well as the team meetings, but these have a special purpose. While you might ask for 3 questions if you are managing a team of 1, of what have they done, what are they doing, what issues they may have, you're also using these one-to-one check-ins as a check-in to make sure that your staff member is still feeling supported, that they don't have any issues, that they don't need any adjustments, or they do need adjustments, and you can then discuss how you can resolve these problems they may be having. And that's the tips for today. Look out for our next webinar called Silver Linings. And this webinar, we're going to be discussing what you should be doing right now in the lockdown period to improve your business, to make sure your business survives, and to take the opportunities to do all the things you're normally too busy to do when you're up and running and doing the business as usual. The webinars that we're running are just a part of our support package to help businesses through this trying time. We've got 7 webinars in total. All the details are on our Coaching Couch website under the free support page. Also, we are providing water cooler sessions, so just 30-minute social catch-ups for business-to-business owners on a Monday and Friday lunchtime. Full details again on this page. And we're offering 10 45-minute coaching calls via Zoom every week during the crisis. To plug into those and to reach out to us for more support, please visit our website using the bit.ly code on the bottom of the page. bit.ly/couch support will take you directly to that web page. And please reach out and let us know how we can help you. Until the next session, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the other side.